519 feet. Not just a home run. A warning. On one unforgettable night, Shohei Ohtani didn't simply hit a baseball. He changed the entire conversation with one swing. But what made this moment truly legendary wasn't the distance. It was everything that happened before the bat ever met the ball. There had been frustration, doubt, mounting pressure. And according to reports, there had even been a blunt message from inside the Dodgers dugout. A coach expected more from his biggest star. What happened next became the kind of baseball story fans never forget. The game couldn't have started much worse for Ohtani. Every trip to the plate ended in disappointment. The timing looked off. The hits weren't falling. The Dodgers struggled to build momentum, and with every passing inning, the pressure grew heavier. The crowd could feel it. Thousands of fans had packed the stadium hoping to witness another Ohtani masterpiece, but instead they watched the Dodgers fall behind. The excitement slowly faded into nervous silence. It wasn't the silence of boredom. It was the silence of people waiting for something to happen. As the innings slipped away, the atmosphere became tense. Every out felt bigger than the last. Every missed opportunity increased the weight resting on the shoulders of baseball's brightest superstar. Then came the moment few expected. Inside the dugout, according to reports, a coach pulled Ohtani aside. The conversation wasn't gentle. The team needed more. Their biggest star had to deliver. For many players, words like that would become a distraction. Confidence could disappear. Frustration could boil over. Some might argue back. Others would wear the disappointment across their face. Shohei Ohtani did none of those things. He simply listened. He nodded. Then he walked away in complete silence. That reaction revealed everything about his mindset. True greatness isn't measured by how loudly someone responds to criticism. It's measured by what they do afterward. Ohtani never tried to defend himself. He didn't complain. He didn't blame anyone. Instead, he focused on the next opportunity. That calmness has defined his career. Whether he's pitching under enormous expectations or carrying an offense with his bat, Ohtani has repeatedly shown that pressure doesn't change who he is. If anything, it sharpens him. As the game moved into its final innings, everyone inside the stadium sensed that something important was approaching. The Dodgers were running out of chances. Every pitch mattered. Every out felt enormous. The opposing pitcher understood exactly who was walking toward home plate. Shohei Ohtani. There may be no more dangerous hitter in baseball when the game hangs in the balance. The pitcher couldn't afford a mistake. One fastball over the middle. One hanging breaking ball. One missed location. That was all it could take. Meanwhile, Ohtani carried a different kind of pressure. He wasn't just batting for himself. He carried the expectations of an entire stadium. His teammates depended on him. Fans believed in him. And fresh in everyone's mind was that difficult conversation from the dugout. The stadium grew quiet. Not ordinary quiet. The kind of silence where thousands of people stop talking because nobody wants to miss the next moment. Ohtani stepped into the batter's box. He adjusted his grip. Took one slow breath. Locked his eyes on the pitcher. The first pitch missed the zone. Ball one. The next swing sent a foul ball screaming into the seats. Now the count was alive. Every fan leaned forward. Phones appeared across the stadium. Experienced baseball fans know something special often happens when Ohtani reaches this point in an at-bat. He becomes even more dangerous. The pitcher stood on the mound searching for the perfect pitch. He had to be precise. There was no room for error. Then came the delivery that would be replayed around the baseball world. The ball left the pitcher's hand. Ohtani recognized it instantly. His swing exploded through the zone. Crack. The sound echoed throughout the stadium. Outfielders turned and sprinted. For a brief second, instinct told them to chase it. Then they stopped. They already knew. Everyone did. The baseball kept climbing. Higher. Farther. Still rising. Fans stood before it even reached the outfield wall. The ball disappeared into the night. Gone. Absolutely crushed. The scoreboard revealed the number that left everyone speechless. 519 feet. The stadium erupted. Players burst from the dugout. Fans screamed at the top of their lungs. Complete strangers celebrated together. The energy became impossible to describe. Because 519 feet isn't just impressive. It's extraordinary. The average major league home run travels roughly 400 feet. Ohtani didn't beat that number by a few feet. He exceeded it by nearly 120. This wasn't just another homer. It was the kind of blast people tell stories about years later. Commentators struggled to find words. Analysts immediately began discussing where it ranked among baseball's longest home runs. Every replay somehow looked even more unbelievable than the last. The bat speed. The balance. The perfect timing. Everything aligned in one incredible swing. Within minutes, clips flooded social media. Fans who hadn't even watched the game suddenly searched for the replay. Videos spread across every platform. Different camera angles revealed new details each time. Slow-motion footage highlighted the incredible mechanics behind the swing. His hips rotated with perfect efficiency. His hands stayed inside the ball. The extension through contact looked almost effortless. Power like that isn't created by strength alone. It's built through flawless mechanics, elite athleticism, and thousands of hours of relentless preparation. The baseball world couldn't stop talking. Some compared it to the longest home runs in MLB history. Others focused on the situation. Late innings. High pressure. A struggling offense. Recent criticism. Then, one unforgettable swing. That's what separated this moment from countless other towering home runs. It wasn't just how far the ball traveled. It was when it happened. Anyone can hit a long home run during a comfortable lead. Doing it when everything is on the line is different. That's where legends separate themselves. Pressure reveals character. And Ohtani's character has always been remarkably consistent. He doesn't panic. He doesn't chase attention. He simply prepares for the next opportunity. The celebration around him became chaotic. Teammates couldn't contain their excitement. Fans remained on their feet long after he rounded the bases. The stadium buzzed with disbelief. Yet Ohtani himself barely changed. His expression remained calm. Focused. Almost humble. That composure made the moment even more remarkable. Because while everyone else celebrated the incredible achievement, he behaved as though he had simply done his job. Then came one final moment that perfectly captured the entire night. According to reports, the same coach who had challenged Ohtani earlier acknowledged his mistake. In front of teammates and reporters, he admitted he had been wrong. That kind of public accountability carries weight. It's easy to criticize. It's much harder to admit when you're mistaken. But perhaps the most impressive response belonged to Ohtani himself. He didn't remind anyone about the earlier criticism. He didn't celebrate the fact that he'd proven people wrong. He didn't seek attention. Instead, he smiled, shook his coach's hand, thanked his teammates, and quietly moved forward. That reaction may have been even more powerful than the home run itself. Because greatness isn't only about extraordinary talent. It's about humility after success. Many athletes would have enjoyed the opportunity to prove critics wrong. Ohtani chose something different. Respect. Grace. Leadership. That's why teammates love playing beside him. That's why fans around the world admire him. And that's why moments like this become bigger than statistics. The box score will always record the distance. 519 feet. History will remember the home run. But the people who watched it unfold will remember something even greater. They'll remember the pressure, the criticism, the silence before the swing, the explosion after contact, and the quiet humility that followed. Those moments reveal far more about an athlete than numbers ever can. Shohei Ohtani reminded the baseball world that true greatness doesn't waste energy arguing with critics. It answers with performance. Sometimes one swing says more than 1,000 words. And on this unforgettable night, one swing became one of the defining moments of modern baseball. It wasn't simply a towering home run. It was a lesson in resilience. A lesson in composure. A reminder that the greatest players don't let pressure control them. They rise above it. Every challenge becomes another opportunity. Every doubt becomes fuel. Every criticism becomes motivation. That's why Ohtani continues to captivate baseball fans across the globe. Not because he occasionally hits extraordinary home runs, but because he repeatedly delivers when the spotlight burns brightest. Long after the cheers fade and the highlights stop playing, moments like this continue to inspire players, coaches, and fans alike. Because every generation gets a handful of swings that become unforgettable. This was one of them. And if history has taught baseball fans anything, it's this. Never count Shohei Ohtani out. When the pressure reaches its highest point, that's often when he delivers something the sport has never seen before. So where does this incredible blast rank among the greatest moments of Ohtani's career? Was this the most unforgettable home run you've ever seen? Or is there another moment that tops it?